So, in a world which is completely going digital, not knowing how to use technology can really leave people behind. From the underprivileged children to even the elderly, digital illiteracy is a growing problem, and in the future, it can be a crucial problem. Hello, my name is Ayan Beragi, and I study in Victorious Kids Educares. Today, I'm going to be talking about digital illiteracy, how it's a growing problem, and what steps can we really take to fix it. Now imagine this. Your own grandmother is in a dire situation and needs serious help right this instant. But she can't even call you or even send you a simple text. A smart student misses out on a job opportunity, not because he's talentless or because he doesn't have the set of skills required, but rather because he doesn't know how to navigate through the internet and even submit a simple job application. Or all of your private information roaming around carefree on the internet. Well, you don't have to imagine this because this is the reality. This is the world that we're living in right now. Now imagine this. In a world where technology connects everything from your jobs to your schools to your hospitals to even our own families, not knowing how to use it can make you feel left out. And this can create a huge gap. A gap as big as being rich and poor, as big as being old and young, as big as being the ones with the opportunities and the ones without. Now, let me give you some statistics to back this up. In some low-income countries throughout the world, such as Bangladesh, only about 1 out of 3 individuals know how to even navigate through the internet. And in the elderly, guess what? It's much worse. In the elderly, throughout some countries, only about 1 in 1,000 individuals know how to even navigate through the internet, which is not at all a great number. And this is exactly why the scam reports against the elderly have gone up by, guess what? 400% over the past 10 years, which is 4 times. And in the past year alone, it has gone up by 43%. Now, after all of this, let me tell you a personal story of mine. When I was younger, I used to play an online game. It was called Roblox. And in the game, there used to be an online currency. It was known as Robux, and it costed real money. But, I didn't really want to spend my parents' money, but I really wanted that Robux. So what I did was, I went online and I typed in the words free Robux. I clicked enter and it gave me a lot of search results, all of them promising me free Robux. So, I clicked on the first one. What could go wrong, right? I clicked on it and it asked me for my username and my password. Now, I really wanted that free Robux, but it did seem a little sketchy to me at that time. So, I still just dismissed it and gave it without a second thought. I typed in my username, my password, and I clicked enter on my password. It told me that it had sent the Robux to my account. I was really happy, and my excitement was through the roof. So what I did was, I just went on Roblox just to double check if I got my Robux. The moment that I went on Roblox, I typed in my username, I typed in my password, the usual. But then, when I clicked on enter, guess what it told me? That my password had been changed. I had lost my Roblox account and all of the progress that I had made on it. As a turn of events, I was really sad and I was extremely furious at what just happened to me. But you know what? This really taught me a really important lesson about how you should always know what you're clicking on before you do it. It's just as if, would you give your house keys to a stranger? If you think about it, the answer is probably not. But that's exactly what I did online when I gave them my information. Now, after all of this, what can we really do to fix this? Because this is a huge issue. Well, you have to just simply take a few minutes out of your time and follow some few steps. Maybe go to your grandma, teach her how to connect to the internet, teach her how to send a text, and teach her how to make a call. Go to your neighbor, help him set up an email maybe. Go to some young kids and teach them how to use their parents' devices. When you're giving people the technology, don't just give it to them. Give them the knowledge required to use them wisely. Now, after all of this, I leave you with one simple question. Would you let your loved ones roam around in a dangerous world carefree? Or would you just take a few minutes out of your time and just teach them how to navigate the roads carefully? Thank you.